Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Brown. Here's what's happening in Clark County on this Thursday. The number of confirmed COVID-19 cases climbed by another 3 overnight, reaching 375 since the outbreak began. There were no new deaths reported since yesterday. The total stands now at 23. As of today, 8 people are hospitalized with confirmed cases in Clark County. The next steps will include testing and contact tracing. Dr. Alan Melnick, the county's public health officer, said this week that testing continues to be a problem, even though it has improved. They're working on getting details sent out just about where people can get tested and who is eligible. Contact tracing will include hiring up to 80 people by the end of the month who can follow up with confirmed cases and reach out to direct contacts, then follow up with them to make sure they're remaining in quarantine. We will have some more details on how all of that's going to work soon, so check ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, Clark County cities are beginning to share their plans to reopen in accordance with the governor's 4-phased Safe Start Washington plan. Washougal City Manager David Scott posted a letter today saying he's hopeful the city can move into the second phase of reopening by early June. Scott added that all city facilities will continue to be closed to the public until Washougal reaches phase 3. Scott also encouraged Washougal residents to continue to support local businesses. The city's website contains a list of businesses that remain open, along with info on accessing city services during the ongoing shutdown. Clark County Council this week took action to remove, at least temporarily, a rule keeping marijuana retailers from opening within 500 feet of substance abuse treatment programs. The move, which will last at least 60 days, was largely to clear the way for one business, Orchard's Cannabis Market, to open near SR 500 and 4th Plain. Lauren Carlson, who also owns Cannabis Country in Battleground, said a nearby CMAR treatment program had been moved to another location, but miscommunications with the county's permitting department made it difficult to get the business open in time. The 3-2 vote didn't come without some controversy, as Councillor Gary Medvedy changed his mind at the very last minute and voted against the move, prompting Councillor Julie Olson to say she felt there was an issue of integrity with her colleague. That led to a rebuke from the county chair. The council expects to come back and revisit the rule sometime later this summer. Well, the Vancouver Police Department is asking the public to help locate a missing teenager. Jade Salinas was last seen at home on March 25th. The 15-year-old is 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 135 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. Salinas is believed to be in the Vancouver area, so anyone with information about her whereabouts is asked to call 911. It's officially Nurses Week, and these frontline workers have been hailed as heroes during the coronavirus pandemic. We talked with somebody who wants to make sure everyone knows just how amazing Clark County nurses really are. Jacob Graneman is at Peace Health Southwest Medical Center with that story.
Thanks, Chris. So this story is really incredible, and as you can see behind me, there's these signs saying that heroes work here, and they're at hospitals all over the place. The idea started when someone here at Peace Health heard about a hospital doing a similar thing in Texas, and that's when Image 360 and Shauna Stong stepped in to start giving these signs to hospitals. It's been a really interesting journey for her. Obviously, with the sign company, things have changed dramatically with COVID-19 signage becoming more and more popular, but to her, she said the most rewarding element has been these signs and signs for graduating seniors.
All right, thank you so much, Jacob. Phase 1 of the governor's 4-phase plan to reopen Washington state includes allowing drive-in religious services to resume. So this week, Living Hope Church in Vancouver is starting theirs back up. Folks can park the cars in the church parking lot and listen to the service and worship via their FM radio. The church has a radio transmitter that reaches up to a mile away, and the services will be broadcast on Facebook Live as usual. Visitors are asked to stay in their cars and keep social distance. Services will be held on Tuesday evening at 6:30 and Sundays at 10 a.m. For more information, visit ClarkCountyToday.com. Hard to fathom, but we are a week into May already, and normally this would mean the start of playoffs for high school spring sports. Not this year, of course, but our own Paul Valencia has a salute to all athletes and coaches of spring sports, with a special shout out to Columbia River Boys Soccer.
Happy Thursday to you all. Hey, it's May 7th, and every year about this time is when spring sports playoffs begin. Today on ClarkCountyToday.com, we featured the Columbia River boys soccer team as well as a few other teams in different sports, really just to honor all spring sports athletes and coaches. A devastating year. The pandemic canceled spring sports, as you know, and I wanted to give a special salute to especially Columbia River High School soccer. That team was loaded. There are no guarantees in sports, we know this, but that team was loaded, had a real chance to win a state championship, so we wanted to say hello to them. We also mentioned Skyview Baseball, Camas Baseball, Columbia River Baseball had a chance for a special season. The Woodland Beavers in softball, two-time defending champions, two-time defending state champions. They don't get a chance to defend that title, but hey, they'll get another year of saying they're defending champions. And we just wanted to give a shout out to all the athletes. We're very, very sorry that your spring season was cut short by the pandemic, but we also wanted to salute you, and we will never forget you.
Awesome stuff. Thanks, Paul. Speaking of honoring seniors, Vancouver Public Schools this week announced that they are scheduling in-person graduations for mid-August, assuming the stay-at-home order is lifted by then. Superintendent Steve Webb says seniors overwhelmingly favored at least trying to do something in person. The event will be attended only by students and staff, but live streamed for friends and family. Meanwhile, the district will have other virtual awards and celebrations during the graduation week in June. To see the schedule for your school, check out our story at ClarkCountyToday.com. This final piece is to let you know about a thought-provoking write-up we've posted from Camas resident John Lee. Lee, who describes himself as an advocate for responsive and responsible government, does a deep dive into the $8 million roundabout at Lake Road and Everett there in Camas. And while it is an opinion piece, Lee does an admirable job of laying out the information he uses to reach his conclusion. Lee said he was stunned to learn that consultants are getting 25% of the $8 million total cost for the roundabout, which he says city officials were originally told was a $2 million alternative to a $5 million lane addition. Lee claims he has found a half dozen other roundabouts recently built in the area at a cost of between $2 and $3 million. The city has a $3.3 million grant from the state for the project, but Lee claims the city doesn't have a down payment and has borrowed the rest of the money for that project. For all the rest of the information, check out Lee's piece on ClarkCountyToday.com. And if you'd like to submit your own letter to the editor, it's super easy to do. You can email ken.v@ClarkCountyToday.com. That's our editor's address. You can also just email us to news@ClarkCountyToday.com. If you'd like to see when stories go up and be part of the lively online conversation, you can be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even YouTube. And you'll find us on our social media channels all over the place. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.